Good afternoon, YouTube. I just finished a leg workout. It's a pretty good one. And before I went home, I wanted to make a video um, and focus on abs and legs together. But before I get into those exercises, I want to touch base on a few diet and nutrition tips that you'll find helpful. So while I was doing my workout, I was thinking, like, what are 5 tips that I could give that are going to be easy to follow and show the maximum results? So I kind of came up with 5 things that I personally have used in the past that helped me out a lot when I was trying to get rid of 5 to 10 pounds. First, increase your water intake. No matter how much you're drinking, drink more. Number 2, when it comes to your portion size, let's make this as easy as possible. Each meal that you eat, reduce it by 10%. Don't change what you're eating right now. Just reduce it by 10%. If you're eating 4 meals a day and you reduce each by 10%, it's like a huge caloric deficit. And by only reducing it that small percentage, you're pretty much not even gonna miss it. But it'll have huge results if you stay consistent. A third one, try not to eat any carbohydrates with your last meal. Just make that a meat and a veggie. No rice, pasta, bread, anything. That might take a little getting used to, but if you stay with it, it won't be very difficult at all. That's probably the hardest one of them, actually. Number 4, I would say, can't even read my writing. Oh yeah, try to replace one of your meals with a protein drink. They have some very nice flavors nowadays. When I was drinking a lot of those things, they weren't very palatable. They taste like chalk. But nowadays, you can get some really nice flavors, and it's almost like drinking a milkshake. So they taste a lot better than they used to years ago. So try to replace one of your meals. It doesn't matter which one it is, first or last, middle. It doesn't matter. Just whichever one's most convenient for you, or one you're going to stick to. And then finally, this is kind of nutrition related. There are some very good fat burners out there, or metabolism boosters, whatever you want to call them. They're not very expensive. I have one in particular that I like to use. It's called Lipogen. And if you make a comment or get in touch with me, I can probably save you some money, and also direct you to where you can get it from. So I'm gonna run through those again, and then I'm gonna go through this quick workout before the football game comes on. 1, increase your water intake. 2, decrease every meal by 10%. 3, no carbs with your last meal, just a meat and a veggie. 4, replace a meal with a protein drink. And lastly, get a fat burner. Okay, those are the tips on nutrition. I'm going to start spending more time with the nutritional aspect later, but I'm kind of building this thing as I fly. And I'm going to start putting a little bit more thought into it, so that this time that you're investing in watching these videos, you'll get more out of it. So, okay, today we're going to do abs and legs, with the assumption that you're not at the gym, you're at home, and we're going to put together a couple of the exercises from my previous video, and then we are going to just add in a couple. For some reason, lately I've been doing a circuit training, which is one exercise back to back to back, without any rest in between or changing the exercise. And as I go through these, this will make more sense to you. So first thing you want to do is warm up. You can walk in place, jog, jumping jacks, whatever, for about 5 or 10 minutes. And then the first movement is going to be the ab holds with the leg raises that we did earlier last week. And then we're going to throw the glute raises in too. So I'm going to go through these with a few repetitions and keep moving to the next one. And then you can kind of adjust it as you go along. The ab holds. Remember, the heels are about 12 to 15 inches from your butt. Your hands are on the top of your knee, not down here, up here. Lean back to your elbows lock. Chin in the chest, up going to fall back and do leg raises. 1, 2, 3. Now, while you're down here, we're going to throw in the third move, glute raises. Start getting that lower body engaged. So after your leg raises, toes up, heels down, squeeze. 1, 2. You can add a little level of difficulty if you like by just doing a single leg hip thrust or hip raise. In other words, 1, 2. This hits your hamstring as well. So with that move, we've hit abs, glutes, and hamstrings. Let's do 5 sets of these, whatever repetition you can do. So first movement, ab holds, as long as you can. Leg raises. Hip thrust or glute raises. I don't know what the real name for those is. First round. All right, remember these. Second movement, the bootstrap with the body weight leg extension. We're gonna shoot for 3 sets of these. So in case you didn't watch the video I made earlier in the week, the first move is a bootstrap. Legs about this width apart. Grab the heels, down, up, 1, 2. Over time, your flexibility will get better and you'll be able to go down pretty far, all the way up. Let's just say 8 to 10 of these. Go right into the body weight leg extensions. Your feet need to be against the wall or something like this. I like these because you can feel the stress in this hard to target area right above your kneecap. Like I said, 3 or 4 sets of the bootstrap with bodyweight leg extensions. All right, now the third movement that I like to do is some form of a squat. I've been doing barbell squats, not very heavy at all these days, but you need to keep this movement in your workouts primarily for functionality. You can't do a full barbell squat. Try to find something that you can put your hand on to help you out. If you can't go down to where your quads are parallel to the floor, just do partials. Keep your back in a straight line. And if you don't need any assistance, just do body weight squats. You're not trying to build muscle. You can do so much with this move. You can increase the tempo for a little bit of cardio effect. You can increase the difficulty by a simple hold. But by all means, try to find a way to keep the squat movement in your workout. I don't know, 3 or 4 sets of those, 10 to 15 reps. This should be good. And the last move that I want to do are lunges. I can make a whole video on lunges, which I think I'll do next leg workout. But for this particular workout, we're just going to do basic lunges. And I'll give you another variation too, if you want to target some glute muscles with your quads. We all know how to lunge. I like to support my knee when I go down. You can do one leg at a time, or you can alternate. If you have the lunge movement mastered and you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can do a kickback with the lunge. It's kind of a balancing act, so you got to be, it may take a while to get this balance down, but I'm going to demonstrate it real quick. So what you do is you step out, and when you ascend, you kick back. You step and kick back. Now, this kickback, you're targeting nothing but glute muscle. And that muscle is strong, so you can really get a good squeeze at the top. So when you're coming up from the lunge, kick back, focus on your glute, squeeze real hard. Again, I'll do that one more time so you can kind of get an idea. When you're coming up, lean forward, kick back, squeeze. Coming up, lean forward, kick back, squeeze. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't know when I'll make another video. I'll try to get a couple of them in next week. And I think that's it. Let's go watch some football and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.